Saving alone won't save you. Those were the first words my grandfather ever said about money. When I heard that, I froze. All my life I had been told the opposite. Put money aside, protect it. But he looked at me calmly and said, hide it for tomorrow. Do not only store money, make it multiply. Let me share how he learned that lesson. In a small farming town, there was a man everyone misunderstood. They called him idle, said he avoided effort. Each morning he would sit beneath a wide tree watching clouds drift and carts roll past. He talked often about plans. One day I will open a stall, he imagined. He waited, but that day never arrived. One day I will raise livestock. One day I will be wealthy, he postponed. At first, neighbors laughed at him. Later they did not laugh. They pitied him. Inside the house, his wife carried the weight. She prepared meals, cleaned floors, washed clothes, stretched every coin. One evening she spoke softly, almost afraid. Dreams are sweet, she said, but they cannot feed children. We need income. We need action. He nodded, staring at the wall. Soon, he replied, I will figure something out. Days slipped away, then months, then years. Life tightened its grip. Food portions shrank. Coins disappeared. Hope grew thin. One night his young grandson walked toward him quietly. The boy had no shoes. His ribs showed. Grandpa, he whispered, is there any bread left? The cupboard door opened. It revealed emptiness. That silence cut deeper than any insult. The old man felt something shift inside his chest. He saw hunger in the child's eyes and shame in his own reflection. Can dreams alone change a life? He could not rest that night. He turned again and again on a hard mattress. His stomach growled. His thoughts shouted. By sunrise, he made a decision he had delayed for years. He searched for work. He became a laborer in nearby fields. The heat burned. The soil resisted. Tools were heavy. His back screamed. His hands blistered and toughened. His feet ached every evening. Still, he returned home carrying a few small coins. His wife cooked modest meals, sometimes beans, sometimes flatbread. Never enough. The boy would ask, what did you earn today? He would open his palm. It is not much, he would say, but it is honest. Yet another truth soon appeared. Money arrived. Money vanished. Groceries finished. Medicine ended. Bills remained. The roof still leaked during rain. Worry stayed close. Saving felt impossible. One afternoon at the village shop, he overheard a group of men speaking. One of them declared confidently, the answer is saving. Save, and you are secure. Those words clung to him. That evening he found an empty jar and placed it beneath his bed. Each week he slipped a few coins inside. The small metallic sound gave him comfort. His grandson discovered it and asked, what is that for? He smiled and answered, that is our future. But saving required sacrifice. He kept wearing torn shoes. He avoided buying new shirts. Meals grew even smaller. His wife finally asked, what good is money if we are hungry now? He replied gently, trust me, you will see. Months passed. The jar filled. He felt protected for the first time. Then market day arrived. He poured the coins onto the shopkeeper's counter. I would like 3 sacks of grain, he said proudly. The shopkeeper counted slowly, then shook his head. Prices have risen. This covers only half of that. The old man stood stunned. The coins had not grown. The world had simply become more expensive. He walked home carrying less than he expected and more questions than before. That evening he sat outside watching neighbors return from their chores. One carried eggs in a basket, another led a cow. They looked calm. Why did they seem secure while he felt stuck? Then a thought surfaced. Small and almost fragile. Ideas are like seeds. He turned to his grandson. What if we buy a few hens? This time he did not wait for the perfect moment. He used what he had saved and bought several thin chickens. The boy laughed, chasing them around the yard. Grandpa, he shouted, we have our own egg business. At first they found a single egg, then 2. They ate some. They sold some. With that money, they bought another hen, then another. Slowly, the flock expanded. Slowly, income increased. He began keeping records in a small notebook. Every egg sold was written down. Every coin counted carefully. Soon, neighbors knocked on his door asking for fresh egg. The house no longer felt empty. For the first time in years, he worked not just for today, but for growth. He held an egg in his hand and told the boy, this is stronger than a jar of coins. Cash can shrink. Cash can sit still. But when money builds something, it produces more. Stored money sleeps. Invested money works. The grandson grinned. So you were never lazy? The old man wiped his eyes. I was asleep, he said. Now I am awake. From that day forward, he shared his lesson with everyone who would listen. Holding money without purpose is like gripping sand. It slips away. But when you use it to create value, even in small steps, it grows. Growth begins the moment action replaces wishing. So tell me, are you only saving? Or are you building something that multiplies? If this story made you think differently about money, press like and join Winds of Thought for more stories that challenge the way you see the world. Because sometimes one small shift changes everything.